Many a times people come at me saying, oh no, this developer, I don't want to deal with them at all. So many a times even I've had people disagree with me. I've picked up a particular developer and a particular development from that developer, which I really liked for various reasons. I did my research and everything, and I've sold a few of these as well. And I recommended this to one of my regular buyers. He comes back at me after a week and he's like, you know what? Regardless of whatever points you have made, I'm just not keen to go ahead with this developer. I was talking to a client. I liked the development a lot. I pitched him the idea. He loved the concept of the community. He loved even the build quality in that particular development. He's one of my regulars, a very young couple investor. He comes in every time, he likes what he sees, and he goes ahead. So far, he's seen 2 different developments with me over the past 3.5 years. He's bought both of them. Both of them are doing good today. One's in downtown, appreciated almost over 50%. The other one is in the Creek, expected to appreciate at least 30% by the time it's ready. Creek is a slightly more long-term project, Creek Harbor. The third one was from another developer. This one is a little, let's say, a little out of the city, about 20-minute drive from downtown. Great development, fantastic community, location-wise, very strategically located, surrounded by similar communities, but none as nicely built or designed as this one. Okay, so this one really stands out in that huge cluster of 4 or 5 communities, which have similar but not up to the mark of amenities. Showed him the project, showed him the surrounding communities, did the entire walkthrough and the model home for the development and the master plan. Everything made sense to him. He was on the go, but he pulled back because of the developer's reputation. He did his research. Yeah, so he went online, he checked a lot of information, he spoke to a few other brokers because I always advise them to. He checked with a few of his friends who are also investors in the market, so on and so forth. Looking at the track record, the developer has pulled his pants up now, and that is why I recommend that particular development. But they were just not comfortable having to deal with that name because of the past track record of theirs. Customer service, not so good. They are working on it since I am the one dealing with them on behalf of my buyers. Besides that, yeah, I mean, they did their homework. They did a lot of research. They came back at me and they're like, you know what? Everything checks our boxes. But the developer's name is something that we're not comfy with. I wasn't able to convince them because I don't like pushing people into a development that they aren't comfortable with. At the end of the day, my responsibility is to find what's a good buy, what's a great purchase. Put it out to them. If they like it, fantastic, let's go with it. If they don't like it, it's totally okay. We'll go out and keep looking. And they still haven't bought their third property. They're waiting for me to give them a go ahead or the green light that, you know what, I like this one, let's look at this. They've been after me for a particular development that has been launching very regularly in a very prime spot in Dubai. But I have been holding them back is because the prices there, in my opinion, have gone slightly up for a project that's going to be handed over after 4 years. Plus some more, because I'm sure there's surrounding areas and the amenities that are within the community that'll take some time to come out. Plus, I like to focus on more smaller buildings within that community because lesser units or less inventory, it's more easier to rent out, especially when the building is being handed over. You're not fighting with 200 other landlords, rather than you're just fighting with like 50 or 60, which is much better. So they're just waiting on my green light when they wish to go ahead, when I would recommend them to go ahead. They have the money ready, it's sitting doing absolutely nothing, but they're just not comfortable with a particular developer. So people at the end of the day still do their research. No matter, even if a broker like myself is recommending a development, people have come back to me and said, no, we don't wish to pursue this development regardless of what you are saying because a developer has a bad reputation in the market.